The text came at 8:14 p.m., a small gray bubble on my screen that looked harmless until I read it. "We need space from you. Please don't reach out anymore at all." That was it. Cold words, no phone call, no explanation, no human voice, just silence wrapped in cowardice. I sat there holding the phone, the glow lighting up my face like a spotlight, exposing me to an empty room. My chest felt heavy, but my eyes stayed dry. It wasn't just a message. It was a verdict. And then I heard the car. My uncle's car pulling into the driveway like the chariot of betrayal. He walked in like he owned the place. No hesitation, no shame, and he started packing them up. My mother, my brother, even my father, who couldn't look at me when he walked past. He carried a bag, but it wasn't clothes inside. It was his silence, his guilt. My mother lowered her eyes. My brother looked away. They didn't hug me. They didn't explain. They left like thieves in the night, stealing the last pieces of what used to be home. I stared at the message again, hoping maybe the letters would rearrange themselves, hoping it was a mistake, but it wasn't. So I typed my reply. Of course, I'll cancel my direct deposits first thing. I hit send, and by midnight, the group chat was burning. Messages flying. Sorry, please. Wait. Misunderstanding. Panic. Dripping through every word. But it was too late. Funny how family forgets where the food comes from when the table starts looking full. They use my name like a credit card. Rent? Covered. Groceries? Covered. My brother's lawyer? $5,000 gone with a blink. And I never asked for repayment. Never charged interest. All I ever wanted was loyalty. That was my mistake. The unraveling started 6 months before. At first it was tiny things. A pause that lingered too long in a phone call. A dinner rescheduled, then canceled, then forgotten. My mother's eyes flicking to my uncle every time I offered help, as if he held the authority to decide what I could give my own family. My brother stopped inviting me to his plans. Slowly, I became the last to know everything. I told myself stories to survive. They're tired. They're busy. Life gets in the way. I repeated those lies until I almost believed them. But lies leave fingerprints, and smudges started showing up everywhere. The first crack came through an email. A colleague forwarded me a grant proposal. At first, I smiled. The research looked familiar. Too familiar. The data, the phrasing, the structure. It was mine, my work. But the name on the front page wasn't mine. It was my uncle's. He had never even touched that data, unless I gave it to him, unless I trusted him, and I had, foolishly. Then came the bank statement, an account under my name, opened without me, money routing into a trust managed neatly by my family. They weren't just leaning on me, they were siphoning me, bleeding me while smiling at the same time. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I sat at my kitchen table, a cup of coffee gone cold in front of me, and I made a list. Step 1, cut the supply. Step 2, let them squirm. Step 3, watch who comes crawling. The next morning, the money stopped. Every account in my name, frozen, locked, audited. My paycheck, rerouted. Shared credit line, closed. The foundation, they got a call about a fraudulent grant. By Friday, my uncle was unemployed. Still silence. Still nothing. Until that group message where they thought they were tossing me away. They didn't realize they weren't throwing me off their boat. They were clinging to a raft I had built with my own hands. The confrontation came on a Sunday. My house, the one they used to treat like theirs, stood quiet, cold, empty. My brother came first. He pounded on the door like a debt collector. "Open the damn door, man, we need to talk." His voice cracked on need. I opened the door slowly, deliberately. He looked thinner, hollow. Guilt clung to him like sweat. He said, "You're really going to do this to your own family?" I didn't answer. I let silence hang until it hurt. He tried again. "They were just trying to help you," Uncle Ray said. I cut him off. "Uncle Ray is unemployed thanks to helping." I tilted my head. "And you? You're 3 months behind on your car note, aren't you? Want me to call the bank for you?" His eyes flinched before the rest of him did. That's when he knew. My mother came last. She didn't knock. She just stood outside, sunglasses hiding her eyes like grief was a secret she thought she could bury. Her voice cracked. "I didn't know," I nodded. "But you didn't ask." Her lip trembled. And I remembered. I remembered her hand on my forehead when I was sick, the lull of her voice as she hummed cooking rice, a version of her that was gone. You said you needed space, I told her. You got it. And I closed the door before she could answer. The final play didn't need to be loud. I gathered the papers, the statements, the forged signatures. Every document tied to my name. I sent it to the IRS. I even included the IP addresses from my uncle's laptop. 3 weeks later, investigation. The trust? Dissolved. Their emergency family loan fund? Gone. My brother's car? Repossessed mid-shift. He called me from a gas station, his voice raw, screaming into voicemail. I let the message rot. I never shouted, never threatened. I simply took back what was mine. And I made sure the holes they dug swallowed them whole. People say revenge is poison, that it corrodes the soul. But this wasn't revenge. This was correction. This was gravity pulling the stars back into place. Stars they tried to steal from me. The cruelest part? It wasn't that I lost them. It was that I didn't replace them. I didn't go looking for strangers to fill the gap. I found silence. And for the first time in years, I could finally hear myself think. So when people ask what happened to my family, I keep it simple. They needed space. I gave it to them. And when they ask how I'm doing,